I also will be quick, of course. At Intershop, I'm responsible now for artificial intelligence, both internally and how we use it in our products. And with that, I would like to give you some examples how the foundation for an intelligent customer interactions can look like with practical examples from the Intershop Commerce Platform. I would like to start with that slide because this is still important basis for those interactions. You see the customer journey illustrated here on top. Basically, this is the composable commerce architecture here in this diagram from Gartner, where they say this is how a modern or future-proof digital commerce architecture should look like, and it's still true. So you see the front end here, you see the different capabilities, and it's really important that you have that you can easily, or you have the flexibility to extend also additional capabilities there. But now, starting of course with ChatGPT and the big AI boom, we now see that there are also different AI capabilities that we have to bring into this foundational architecture. And here also from Gartner, it shows quite well that there's not just one AI, there are really different flavors of AI. So you see more data-driven technologies, and there's also symbolic AI, which is more like rule-based. And I will show some examples right away. But for now, this is how the Intershop Commerce Platform looks like. So you see the composable architecture, and you also see in orange like more the AI components. Still, it's very important that the other components are still there. So, for example, you still need a basket, a shopping cart calculation with taxes and payments and all those things. So those are still the essentials, but some newer components have been added. And let's start with what we have Spark AI for. This is kind of personalization engine. We use it for search and recommendations. And in this diagram, you see it uses knowledge graph, and it also uses kind of strategies on top of that. And this is very good for B2B scenarios because it can work very fast, efficient, and also does not need the huge amount of data that you may need here on the left side, because you can really use also simpler rules and get really very, very good results. So you really get the results that you expect and which are the best for your customers. So, and we already heard data is important. This is also a big strength of this Spark AI personalization engine. You can connect all the data sources that are already there, bring them into the knowledge graph. On top of the knowledge graph, you create strategies. Those are exposed as APIs, as REST APIs. This is very important, of course, because then you can integrate it easily in your front end that you have. Yeah. And another thing here, what we have is like in this area of non-generative machine learning. So it is all the machine learning, but without Gen AI, let's say. Then we see there examples of clustering, customer segmentation, but also things like predictions, where you can predict what will the customers probably buy the next week or so, or next day. And for that, one important component that we have in our architecture is this business data hub. This is kind of a data warehouse that really gives access to all the data that you have, like products, categories, but of course also orders, also what products have been bought by customers. And you can use that, of course, for simple analytics to create Power BI reports. But in the age of AI, it's important you can do smart things with it. You can do data science on top of it. For example, you can predict the likelihood that a certain product will be bought by a certain customer. And we use that, for example, to boost then those products in the search results or in the product lists to the top. So that's because we know it's very likely that customer will probably need a certain product, and then it's already on top. We are not yet so far that we already pre-fill the basket. I think it's a little too far right now, but at least it can be boosted to the top. And then we have a very exciting and new way of doing things. Ronnie already mentioned the agents. It's really a very big topic now. When you see it here, you have agents and you have here the foundation models. Actually, it's here on the side of data-driven, so it needs foundation models like GPT. They need a lot of data, but they are already pre-trained, so you don't have to do that, and you can just use it. So it makes it very, very easy to do things with that. And how such a Copilot, a customer-focused Copilot could look like, can I show you now in really a little example of the Intershop Copilot. And the idea here is really that you not just do a keyword search, so instead you really can state your problem. For example, you have a new employee and you need an office equipment. And then you get here recommended keyboard, mouse, printer. You can refine what you need, and you can even add it right away to the cart. So very easy to do. And in the background, it's the work of the Intershop Copilot that then again uses the GPT model 4.0 in this example. And the nice thing here is it can be deeply integrated into the user interface. So like in this example, you want to compare the two headsets here. Oh, sorry, was the wrong. Take this one. Compare the headsets, and then it can jump right away or can open this compare page right away. So it's really the idea that you can use all the space that you have and show all the products and details. If you are on a product detail page and you are asking a question, then of course Copilot knows that you are referring to that product. You can also use it because it's a multimodal model. It can recognize images and voice. Like here, you can take a photo of this screen and ask, I need something like this, and then really can look up the product, and you can buy it even again using.
This looks great. Add it to my cart.
Yeah, using voice, of course. So those are the main use cases for product discovery, which can already be very powerful and bring a lot of business value, like increasing the conversion rate and bring more revenue. But there are also really a lot of cases for customer support and service. Like here, hey, I bought a printer a while ago, and now I need ink cartridges. Then it can, of course, look into order history, look up the printer, and find the related products here, the fitting cartridges. So, and there's also another example, like you have a product here and you have a specific question for the product, like what are the keyboard shortcuts? Then Copilot can look up basically this PDF document and answer the question right away. So the customer does not have to find the product. The customer doesn't have to read the documentation. Instead, the answer is served very conveniently here. And for that, we really think that can massively increase the capabilities of customer service without the need to really increase the team. And my last slide already, those were just examples. The important thing is you have to tailor to your needs, to your products and your processes. So you can also connect other sources of knowledge, or you can even do things. This is really the power of this architecture, of this Copilot architecture with agents and tool, where you can give the AI the possibilities to really do things. And for that, it's very important also that you have this customizability so that you are able to extend it.